We are on page 10 of the PDF for this lecture, Certification Machines. We are going to learn how to calculate the number of hosts and subnets. The two equations are very simple. To find the amount of subnets, just calculate 2 to the power of bits borrowed. To find the host, it's almost the same thing. It's 2 to the power of host bits minus 2. This page also covers a second subnet formula, which is the same as the host equation. It has the same concept too, where you won't use the first or last subnet. This was only done with classful routing. This means that you have to use the default subnet masks for each class. Unless you work at an ISP that uses RIP, you probably won't run into this. The reason for subtracting 2 in the host equation is because the first and last address in the range cannot be used. You already know that the first address is the network address that specifies the start of that range of IP addresses. The last address in a range is known as a broadcast address. A broadcast address would be used to send a packet to every IP address in that range. Let's look at the example at the bottom of the page. There are 2 bits borrowed for the subnet and 6 left over for the host portion. 2 to the power of 2 gives us 4 subnets. And 2 to the power of 6 minus 2 equals 62 usable host bits. On page 11, we get another example of the start and end of each subnet range. They borrowed 2 bits for the subnetworks, giving the interesting bit a decimal value of 64. When you write these problems out, start with an interesting bit value of 0. When you write these problems out, start with an interesting octet value of 0. Then each new subnet, add your interesting bit value. As you can see on the left list of ranges, the last octets are 0, 64, 128, and 192. Then you know that the last address of the range is 1 less than the start of the next range. That's it, you know everything that is needed to subnet. In the next video, we're going to start working through the problems. Congratulations on making it to this point.